Hello, Peter here, your Pinoy accountant. So in this video, we will talk about kung paano nyo ba i-fill out yung BIR inventory list ninyo. So it's very easy, you just have to download yung form. It's in the Annex A of the RMC. Or you can just click on my link. I'll provide a link so that it will be much easier for you to download the form. So ito yung Annex A natin. You can see it's very easy to fill out lang talaga. You just need to read. First of all, you need to read the contents, all the contents of the form so that you will be familiarized kasi mamaya sa pag-fill out, you will need the inventory code. So nakalagay doon yun sa notes. And of course, yung inventory costing method, which is yung basic na ginagamit natin is yung first in, first out or yung FIFO method. So ito yung pag-fill out, it's easy lang. So first is ilalagay nyo dun sa pinakataas yung company name ninyo. In our case, we have this One Piece merchandise company. So we are, it's just an example na we are selling mga merchandise, mga One Piece shirt, for example. So ito nakalagay, second is, naka-indicate na dito ano ba yung mga inventory items na applicable sa inyo. Could be merchandise, raw materials, goods in process, or finished goods inventory. So in our case, if you are selling dun sa Lazada or Shopee, definitely you are having itong merchandise inventory. So last nakalagay dito is yung as of December 31, 2024. So it's the end of the calendar year, and most probably you are using the same calendar year if kagaya natin that we are just small time or maliit lang yung negosyo natin. Malamang sa malamang is yung calendar year yung gamit natin, hindi yung fiscal year. Na pwede yung mga big companies, they can actually opt for fiscal year. So, hindi December 31 yung end date ng kanilang taxable year. So, in our case, calendar year yung gamit natin, December 31, 2024. So, as of date, dito is ilan ba yung inventory niyo as of December 31, 2024. Ayan. So, let's start. Yung first column dito is yung product or inventory code. So if usually kasi if small business hindi naman naglalagay ng inventory code or product code unless you are heavily madami kayong inventory talaga, which is you will need, especially if you're using accounting software, yon may mga inventory code talaga na kailangan gamitin. But in our case or in your case, if wala naman kayong inventory code na nilalagay sa inyong mga items, you can just put there NA or not applicable. So next is yung item description. So ano yung binibenta natin, di ba? So in our case, ito yung sample natin, di ba? Luffy versus Goku shirt. Ayan. So we are selling Luffy versus Goku shirt. So ilalagay lang ninyo dyan ano yung mga item, the description ng inventory or yung stocks na binibenta ninyo. It could be detergent or soap powder, soap bars, or mga facial care. So ilalagay dyan kung ano yung binibenta ninyo. So next column natin is yung address. So, kita na nyo, maliit lang yung space dyan. So, I suggest yung location lang ng, example, yung city. Dito, Quezon City yung nilagay natin. So that, yun, magkakasya siya because it's very maliit lang yung space na nakalagay dyan. So, saan ba located yung stocks nyo or yung items niyo or yung warehouse niyo? So, probably home base kayo. Saan yung location or yung registered address dun sa BIR na sa COR niyo or Certificate of Registration. Saan ba kayo located? Ayan. So, nilalagay nyo, in our case, Quezon. So, ito yung nabanggit natin kanina is next. Yung column natin is code. Diba? Ano ba yung code? Baka malito kayo. So, ayan. Sa notes dyan, may naka-indicate naman dyan. Notes 1B. Ayan. So, may mga codes kayo na gagamitin. So, in our, for example, goods on consignment, yung code na gagamitin nyo is CH. So, ano ba yung mga goods on consignment? Depende if may mga other business owners na nagpapadisplay ng product sa inyo. So, yan yung mga consignment, goods on consignment. So, ano pa yung mga ano dito? So, malamang sa malamang yung ginagamit natin is yung O. Ayan, yung O is goods owned by the taxpayer. So, kayo mismo yung owner ng mga stocks na binibenta ninyo. So, malamang sa malamang letter O yung gamit natin if you are selling in Lazada or Shopee or sa TikTok shop. Ayan. So, yung code na ilalagay natin is letter O. So, you just read kung applicable ba sa inyo yung ibang mga codes. But most probably, letter O yung applicable sa atin. And then next is yung remarks. So, letter O, so owned natin. So, wala naman nakalagay dyan sa baba kung kailangan, ano ba yung mga remarks na ilalagay natin. That is, ano lang yan, for example, if goods on consignment, ilalagay nyo sa remarks yung name ng consignor or yung owner mismo ng mga items. So, yan yung lalagay natin sa remarks, or in our case, yan, NA or not applicable. So, next natin na column is yung inventory valuation method. So, again, note 2. So, basahin yung note 2. Ano ba yung nakalagay dyan, di ba? So, meron tayong naka-costing method nakalagay dyan. Standard costing method, FIFO, weighted average, or specific identification. So, malamang sa malamang yung ginagamit natin na dito is yung first in, first out, or yung FIFO method. So, in our case, FIFO meaning is yung mga old stocks or yung mga nauna na stocks, yun yung una nating binibenta dun sa ating mga buyers. So, malamang sa malamang is yung naiwan na stocks are the new ones. So, most probably, malamang inventory valuation method na ginagamit natin, or kadalasan naman kasi talaga ginagamit is yung first in, first out. So, if ever applicable sa inyo yung ibang costing method, yun yung ilalagay nyo dyan sa column na ito. First in our case, ito, nilagay natin is the first in, first out, or the FIFO. So, next column natin is the unit price. So, magkano yung unit cost ng inyong product na binibenta. For our example, dito sa atin, yung shirt natin is yung costing natin doon sa shirt and sa pag-print natin doon sa shirt ng Luffy versus Goku natin is 100 pesos. So, yun yung unit price or unit cost ng ating inventory or yung ating t-shirt na binibenta. And then, next is the quantity in stock. So, how many are left as of December 31? So, bibilangin ninyo. So, for example, 100 na lang yung naiwan. So, yung stocks niyo in quantity in stocks na remaining nyo is 100. So, next is unit of measurement naman. In cases lang na applicable to sa inyo, for example, your binibenta nyo is by kilo. For example, yung mga powder, yan, by kilo or by liter, mga soap, yung liquid detergent, ganon, liquid soap, yung binibenta niyo. So, ilalagay nyo yung unit of measurement, kilograms or liters. So, in our case, per piece naman yung benta natin na t-shirt, so hindi siya applicable. So, again, ilalagay natin is NA or not applicable. So, yan, we're almost done, di ba? Ganun lang kabilis. So, next is yung total weight and volume. So, in our case, NA are not applicable. So, in your case, for example, yan, ilan bang kilos yung remaining, or in liters, yan yung total weight ninyo. So, last column natin is the total cost. So, that's basically is just the unit price times the quantity in stocks. So, in our case, 100 yung unit price, 100 times 100 yung quantity natin, and that will give us 10,000 pesos for our total cost. So, ayan. So, diba? Napakabilis lang. It's very easy to fill out yung inventory list na isasabit natin. So, last but not the least, huwag niyong kalimutan, of course, you have to sign it. So, no need to notarize to, ha? You just need to write your name. And, of course, sign above your name. And, of course, your TIN number, ilalagay niyo dyan. So, at our example, yung owner natin ng ating One Piece merchandise is Monkey D. Luffy. So, yeah, you just have to write the name of the owner and then sign it. So, yun lang. So, that's it. We're done filling out itong ating inventory list. So, ayan. So, it's very easy to fill out yung BIR inventory list natin. So, always remember lang, you should read the form and then, yun, fill out nyo lang isa-isa yung mga inventory items niyo. And then, you just have to write your name and sign over it and i-submit to your BIR office, di ba? So, yun lang. And then, in our upcoming video, we'll also talk about yung sworn declaration naman kung paano nyo i-fill out. So, it's very easy. And yun lang, madali lang. You have to notarize it lang. So, yun lang yung video natin for today. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you again in our next video.